Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're watching Green Wave TV, alternative media television. It is, of course, Tuesday, October 23rd, 2012. And what an amazing debate performance last night. Really, I'm kidding, because it's just a dog and pony show. This is a Hollywood act to woo the American sheeple. In fact, if you notice, we put out a debate video here earlier. Obama was clearly, along with Romney, telegraphing his strike against Iran. In fact, if you just clip together a video, and I could probably do this, it would just take some time. We could just clip together all the times the word nukes, nuclear bomb, terrorist, threat, Iran, Iraq, war, world, three. Three wasn't used, but it is what's coming. Foreshadowing the next great global engagement because, you know, President Barack Obama, yeah, he might be a socialist, but he is a warmonger. And really, Mitt Romney is no different. He doesn't think we're being aggressive enough in the Middle East. He's going to show his allegiance with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who he's been a bun boy with and friend of for 30-plus years, a part of the elite ruling class who rules over the peasants and serfs. But you know, the United States isn't so bad. You know, I give it a lot of shit here on the air because I want to protect the liberty and freedom that we have. There's a reason people like me, everyday average Americans, have viewed America to be one of the better countries around the world, although I don't think that we hold that place or that card anymore. Because we had the First Amendment, we had the freedom of speech, we had the right to bear arms, the Second Amendment, we had all that. We could do and say things here and voice opinions, politically or not, that you just can't do around the world. I mean, take a look at Pussy Riot, the band out of Russia that is now serving a 2-year sentence for criticizing Vladimir Putin, for criticizing Putin. Because he can't take the heat. He can't take a little criticism coming from a hardcore punk rock band. They got to go, you know, serve a 2-year prison sentence. So it ain't that bad, although we're getting there, which is why people like me continue to fight against the totalitarian police state that is taking over the world and clearly taking over America. This is where we're headed, folks. We're headed to war. This is all a part of the program. And it's funny, you know, you always get the critics. It's so, you know, they'll tell you things like, you know, you and everybody like you in this movement and freedom and liberty is just a fearmonger, using fear. You know, when's your World War III coming, Christopher? When are we going to get all these wars? You know, the answer to that question is it's already here. It's already started. You know, people fail to recognize all the things that's happened in the few short years that I've been doing this. The crash and financial collapse of our capital markets in 2008. The May 6, 2010 flash crash anomaly that they still don't have any answers for. Occupy Wall Street. Protests and riots in the street. The invasion of Libya going against congressional approval and against the Constitution and against the people. The implementation of the National Defense Authorization Act. All of these events, Syria, the destabilization and assassination attempt of Bashar al-Assad. Not to mention the killing of Muammar Gaddafi keeps going on. You see how the world turns here? You see how it's not really about predictions? It's not about any of that. It's not about the predictive nature of what's going to happen next. It's about awareness. It's about being aware of what's around us, what's a fraud and what's real. What's bullshit? When I say bullshit, I'm talking about the mainstream media. I'm talking about these bullshit debates. They don't mean shit. Don't mean anything. It's just one big fake lie. It's one big show to woo the masses so they can pick the same candidate that they think is different that's going to continue to promote the same friggin' policies. Have you noticed that they haven't talked or addressed the Federal Reserve once in 3 presidential debates and 1 vice presidential debate? But they did address it through a fake FBI planted bomb where they provided the bombing materials to the Al-Qaeda suspected terrorists and then foiled the plot, much like the underwear bomber, shoe bomber, anal bomber. Who knows what we're going to get next? You know, we talked about that. They're going to stick it up your ass next, and you're going to get a 2-finger or maybe even a fist to check to see if you have weapons of mass destructions up your ass. class. That's where America is today. That is the tyranny that has clearly taken over the American people. And it makes people like me not only angry, but fearful that we're going to lose and that I'm going to lose my fundamental rights via the Constitution of America, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, to speak my mind and call the bluff of these politicians when I goddamn well please. If I want to criticize our president, I will. And hopefully we live in a country where you don't turn out to be the Pussy Riot Band and go have to serve a 2-year internment prison camp death sentence. That's my fear, and that's what Americans should be fearful of. You know, our country and our system promotes you to be a slave, promotes you to fall in line. And if you fall out of line, if you think for yourself, if you criticize the system, you act a little differently, you embrace technology, you say and give the middle finger to corporate America and the paradigm that tells you need a white picket fence and 14 mortgages and a HELOC to finance your Maserati, somehow you're an enemy of the state. Somehow you're an enemy of the people that are employed by the regime that have taken over America today. People like President Barack Obama that really are just the teleprompter reader and the face. I've got a fantastic show today, so please join us. Click the link below. Give us a call. I want to hear from you. And also, we are doing an official countdown from today, 13 days till the November 5th launch of AMTVmedia.com. It's going to blow your mind. It's the most aggressive content distribution we have ever done. So stay tuned. Thank you for your support. And I'm Christopher Green, as always, hard-hitting and in your face, America.